Dr. Ketan, sir, I will like to introduce him.
Right.
And this is very interesting that spectrum of COVID-19, the subject is homeopathic approach on spectrum of this COVID. Dr. Ketan Shah, who is a very senior most practitioner, he has passed his DHMS in 1989 and he has passed his MD in 2007. And for last 30 years, he's practicing devotedly, totally with homeopathy. And his experience, abundance experience in this field has made him a very unique personality in the field of homeopathy. He was a professor in Ahmedabad Homeopathic Medical College, and his main subject is Materia Medica. He is guide and examiner for PhD and MD students also, and he is a prestigious doctor on the ONGC panel. He is working as a national executive committee member of the Homeopathic Medical Association of India, and he is naturally associated with NGH for last so many years. He has worked as a principal in the Arihant Homeopathic Medical College, Gujarat, and he is director of the Sarvodaya Cooperative Commercial Bank, Mehsana, Gujarat. And he is the most active member of the Lynch Mahajan, Panjarpur, Gujarat. Besides that, what I know him as, he is a very thorough gentleman, very mild, and he always, whenever we meet, he always give us very nice examples and very nice what we call as the knowledge, Materia Medica knowledge, as he is one of the Materia Medica teacher. He's always speaking in terms of drugs and their affinity and their impact on the patient and how to deal with the patients. So with this 30 years experience, and now he has worked with COVID cases. So let us see and let us hear from him the things which are related with COVID and how he has treated. Dr. Ketan Shah, I invite you for this webinar. Dr. Ketan.
Thank you, Dr. Pradeep. Now I start with my presentation. And in my presentation, there are 7 to 8 cases related COVID or post-COVID or post-vaccination complaint. So this is today's topic, spectrum of COVID-19 homeopathic approach. And today, auspicious day, happy Guru Purnima. I pay tribute to our master, our Guru, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. I seek blessings from all my respected teachers. I want to say something about NGH before I start my webinar. NGH has been a huge contributor to homeopathic faculty. Apart from publication of monthly magazine, NGH has made the best use of social media and launched itself through website, Telegram, YouTube. It has given a virtual platform where different homeopaths following different schools come together to share and learn. I always ask my students, in your beginning practice, don't stick to one school. Explore all, sit with various teachers and try to gain maximum knowledge, and then you decide on which path you want to go ahead. So NGH has been constant guide, a mentor to many, you can say 24/7 available. So in a true sense, NGH can be called a guru, and I would urge all for maximum participation and be open to all schools of thoughts for better learning and expanding your horizon. Homeopathic approach to COVID-19 spectrum. Patient may approach you in the following 3 ways. First, patient not infected, but in anxiety and panic stage. Second, COVID infection, really patient has a COVID infection. And third part, that post-COVID complication or complication after COVID vaccination. So first I deal with first part, that anxiety or panic, not yet be affected with corona, but patient in anxiety and panic. We can consider following symptoms: fear of impending disease, fear of death, anxiety about his family, fear of being alone, hypochondriasis, fear of suffocation, restlessness, anxious, elements from financial loss, elements of pride or fear, elements of death of parents or friends. Among all this, one important rubric need to consideration here, that fear, disease of impending, contagious, epidemic, and infectious. You can say this is the very appropriate rubric for today's situation, or you can say for COVID situation. Medicine, there are total 12 remedies, 3 mark calcarea sulf, calcarea and sulfur, 2 mark remedy borax, and 1 mark baratacar, bufo, bovista, caladium, curare, lachesis, netramur, silicia, and cephalinum. Fear, disease of impending, contagious, epidemic, infectious. And this is the repertory chart. Which symptoms we considered for this COVID situation: arsenic, phosphorus, aconite, calcarea, netramur, pulsatilla, lycopodium. These are the medicines in all that rubric. I use in panic situation aconite, arsenical, or calcareous remedy, but I want to share my experience with batch flower remedy. I never use batch flower remedies before this, but first time I used these two remedies, more than 15 or 20 cases. That's Mimulus and Rockrose. And with these two remedy, I get very good result with 3 drops 3 times a day for 15 days. And for anxiety, this medicine works very well. Many people use rescue remedy, but this is my first experience with batch flower remedies. For the second one, means when patient with COVID infection, we can use arsenic, bryonia, justitia, gelsemium, belladonna, carbovage according to the symptoms similarity. Let us take a quick look to some common complications. What are the post-COVID complications? Weakness, cough, throat irritation, breathing issue, high value of D-dimer, mucormycosis, lungs fibrosis, GIT complaints because of many allopathic medicine during the COVID stage, fear, anxiety, high blood sugar. And nowadays, I also come across the post-COVID complication. One of the most common is that hair falling. Many patients come to me that for the hair falling. Now, which are the problem or difficulties while treating COVID or post-COVID patient as a homeopath? So, as you know, very little history is available. So prescription has to be made considering the available data. As homeopathy known for long history, but here no little history available, or many times we have a case history from relatives only, or we have to prescribe on only reports. So these are the difficulties. I would like to share an experience of one such case. One of my patient sister who was 7 months pregnant and infected with COVID-19. She took treatment for corona from her gynecologist, but within 2 days, she had to be admitted to the hospital due to severe breathlessness, dry cough, and decreased oxygen level. Even after hospitalization, she was not getting better. This patient's sister consulted me for the treatment of her pregnant sister, who was now hospitalized. So here the case detail were not available. You can say you have to prescribe in dark only little symptoms, because the patient sister who consulted me, who contacted me, even she didn't know about her situation. But based on this limited data, I prescribed Camphor 1 1 dose, Aspidospirma Q, 10 drops 4 times a day, and Carbovis 30, 3 piece 3 times a day. The patient immediately started the medicine and improved with homeopathic treatment. She was discharged after a week without any complaints. She is perfect health now and delivered healthy baby. This is the photo after the with baby, and she also sent me thanks message on my WhatsApp કે આપની દવાથી સારું થઈ ગયું છે અને હું આપનો આભાર માનું છું. That's the thanks message from the patient. Which are the other difficulties? No physical examination of patient is possible due to obvious reason. When the patient is already hospitalized, many hospitals won't allow other medicines. Patient is ready to take treatment, but hospital people not allow. Or when patient on ventilator, it's become difficult to administer our medicine. So these are the possible difficulties. Even no proper follow. If patient not hospitalized, at home also he is taking allopathic medicine or home treatment. And when patient is hospitalized, normally allopathic medicine are going on. So become difficult to judge the accurate picture of the disease from homeopathic perspective. And also become difficult to judge the action of our medicine, because it's a mixture of allopathic medicine and like that. Now I start my first case. This is case number 1, male, 34 years. On 20th April, he consulted me for COVID positive, fever, hoarseness of voice, cough with expectoration, and irritation in the throat. And also he was suffering from stomach pain also. Based on these symptoms, I prescribed phosphorus 200 that time, and patient become all right. Again, this patient consulted in first week of June for cough, which occurred at because of the tickling in the throat and only at night during the sleep, and also for the weakness. Now patient recovered from COVID, but he consulted me for cough, which only during the sleep, night time. When patient tested positive for corona, her mother at village also got infected with corona. But as patient was COVID positive and was home quarantined, he could not go to look after his mother, and mother expired. Patient had not able to take care of her mother or like that, his mother or like that. He considered himself guilty for his mother's death, and he was not able to be with his mother who was suffering. He was angry with oneself along with weeping. So patient visited me for cough problem, but I asked about his mental status, and he told these things. He had consulted mainly for tickling in the larynx with cough during the night and weakness. Any remedy? Can you write in chat box, or Pradeep can help me? Any medicine? Okay.
Rumex, one of the.
Rumex for the cough. Okay.
Then Pulsatilla, Staphylococcus aureus. These are the answers which are coming up with Aurum metallicum, Spongia, and Wythia.
Okay. Except this, you can say Aurum, except Ignatia. Okay. Because of the grief, and Aurum because of guilt feeling, right? Causticum, and other remedy.
Causticum is coming up.
Good. So I prescribed cyclamen. Why cyclamen? I had considered the following symptoms: cough during sleep, grief neglected duty over, only remedy cyclamen, and cough from tickling in larynx from. So cough during sleep and neglected, grief over his neglected duty, and follow up the patient, cough better by 70%, no cough during night, mood much better, and guilt much better, anger reduce. Now I want to describe some more symptoms from cyclamen. Elements from grief, sorrow, care, delusion alone, world in, delusion he has committed crime, neglected duty his, delusion he has done wrong, grief silent, grief undemonstrative, reproaches himself, responsibility strong, sadness conscious of, as if he had committed a bad action or not done his duty, sadness criminal, as if he were the greatest criminal. Now you are right. First, while taking history, I was also thinking about Aurum Met. But because of this, cough at night while asleep without waking, especially in children. Cough at night while asleep without waking. Another two remedies are chamomilla and nitric acid. This is from Boric Materia Medica. And head, terrors of conscience, no mind, but in head chapter, they describes griefs over duty neglected, depression with weeping, desire to be alone. So for first case, I prescribed cyclamen and got very good result. Now case 2. This I asked final year student to share their experience with COVID. Whatever you want to speak, you can speak about COVID. That time, one student shared a case. From her case, I learned about a remedy. So we can learn from anywhere, even from student also. We can learn from student also. Here, I learned from this student about remedy of elevated D-dimer, and after that, I use this remedy in more than 5 patients of mine, of course, based on symptom similarity, and got very good result. Now, first, I want to discuss the student case. The patient was an old male who happened to be her neighbor. He was COVID positive. His D-dimer and CRP level were elevated. O2 level was below 80. Patient relative consulted family physician, and family physician told to admit in hospital, and relative were searching for the hospital bed. Meanwhile, this student started treatment with Aspidosperma and Ceonanthus A. americus Q, each 10 drops 4 times a day, and patient was right without hospitalization. So Ceonanthus is new remedy for me. I never thought before this. And from the Boric, you can say that materially reducing the clotting of the blood. In the Boric Materia Medica, mentioned that materially reducing the clotting of the blood. And on this base, I prescribe this remedy for elevated D-dimer in mother tincture form. In my practice, I use Lecasis-10 in frequent doses and Ceonanthus Q 3 times a day to reduce the level of D-dimer and got very good results. Case number 3. You can see this picture, lady with oxygen and open mouth, and you can see the spot on the tongue and lower lips also bleeding. A 55 years lady admitted in hospital for more than 30 days developed this patch over the lips and tongue with bleeding on touch. Can you suggest any medicine from this picture or this available data? Any medicine?
Nitric acid has come up. Then Crotalus cascavea,
Very good. Okay.
Natramur,
Netramor,
Aurum triphyllum.
Aurum triphyllum. Very good. So 45 years patient hospitalized, and after that she developed mucormycosis on tongue and ulcer in mouth. She developed cracks on lips and corner of the mouth, mucocutaneous junction, and bleeding on the touch. I prescribed nitric acid. Thank you. First, someone told about nitric acid. Yeah, you are right. Because cracks and on mucocutaneous junction with mucormycosis. You can say the improvement, follow-up cases, tongue clear, and no treatment of mucormycosis. Only patient apply this gel for antifungal lotion only on tongue. Nothing, no any other mucormycosis treatment. Recovered from mucormycosis with help of homeopathy along with allopathic treatment, but was still on oxygen support. She continued with homeopathic treatment for sometimes, and now she can move around without oxygen support. So after this seeing result, she started homeopathy for her oxygen problem, and she improves very well. Case 4. Small video is there. I want to share this video, and also want to please come up with medicine, what you observed and what can be the medicine. This patient had a mucormycosis. So first surgery of the sinus. So first surgery for the sinus, and then infection reach up to the brain, so that's open brain surgery. And after surgery, patient in hospital bed, and this is condition. Any medicine?
Opium has come up.
Very good.
Antimtar,
Okay.
opium again, natrum sulph.
Okay. Natrum sulph
Antimtar.
because of the head injury, and Antimtar because of the noise.
Opium.
You are right. I prescribed opium, and within 2 days, patient conscious level, and you can see.
पानी पीछो ना लो पानी पीओ पानी नहीं पीओ हाँ पानी पीવું પડશે થોડું પાણી પી લો પાણી પીઓ ચલો પપ્પા हाँ પાણી પીઓ ને સહેજ પીશો चलो पानी पीओ हाँ મોકલવાનું છે हाँ पीओ पीओ
You can see
પીઓ
patient
પપ્પા પાણી પીઓ ચલો
still in drowsy case. Now,
જોડે લઈ જાઓ ગ્લાસ हाँ हाँ हाँ
see patient sleep still in sleepy
Hello.
condition.
पीओ पप्पा चलो हेलो
The medicine prescribed was opium with all supportive treatment. I consider it deep stertorous sleep, post-surgical phase. This is the description from Boris insensitivity, nervous system, the depression, drowsy, stupor, painlessness, and torpor, general sluggishness and lack of vital reaction, and complaint accompanied by heavy, stupid sleep, furious breathing, head injury with persistent drowsiness. Opium is good remedy for surgery, post-surgery medicine. So mucormycosis, as we know, is also known as black fungus. A serious fungal infection, usually in people with reduced ability to fight infection. Symptoms depend on where in the body the infection occur. In Gujarat, many cases of mucormycosis, and most of the patient suffered with sinus or eye complication or head complication. Brain infection reach up to the brain. So common symptoms infects the nose, sinus, eye, and brain, resulting in runny nose, one-sided facial swelling and pain, headache, fever, blurred vision, swollen and bulging eye, and that can affect lungs, stomach, and intestine and skin. But nowadays, now in this time of after post-COVID, mucormycosis mainly affects on the face. So mucormycosis fast spreading disease characterized by destruction. So from homeopathic point of view, we should think about antisyphilitic medicine like arsenic, Merxol, kali beach, kali iodide, phosphorus, pulsatilla, creosotum, syphilinum, borax, and echinacea. Case number 5. 24 years female. One of my old patient consulted in June 21 for post-COVID weakness and panic attack. She got infected with COVID two times. First time in November 2020 and second time in May 2021. So 2 times the 24 years female patient affected with COVID. She had this anxiety and panic since last 2 years, but this has increased a lot since last 2 months. During this panic attack, something bad will happen with her. These were the sensations. Something bad will happen with her. Someone will die. Her hands become cold. Has feeling of ghabrahat. She also has sleep disturbance. Cannot sleep alone in a dark room. But if someone is there in her room, then she can sleep easily. So she needs some company for a sleep, otherwise she can't. During the daytime, she had anticipatory anxiety. She fears that she won't be able to sleep during the night, so she asks someone to be by her side during night. She has anxiety about future also. What will happen about our future? She has fear that she will get infected with corona again, third time. Her family had to shift from Bharuch to Ahmedabad 5 years back, but she feels that had to suffer her fear from shifting. They have not harmed anybody still while they have to suffer. So this is the case of panic and anxiety after the COVID. Can you suggest any remedy?
Arsenical,
Arsenical, very good.
lachesis,
Lachesis,
calcarea carp,
Calcarea carp.
Lycopodium kali carp,
Okay.
Calcarea urs, rustox,
Calcarea ars and rustox. So calcarea or arsenic. Very good.
Naja stramonium.
Okay. Yeah. First, I was thinking about this stramonium, but later I prescribed Calcarea ars. I didn't prescribe stramonium, but I was thinking, but later I prescribed Calcarea ars. another remedy in my mind was stramonium because of clinging. But stramonium patient cling because of darkness or because of fear. This patient not cling. They want someone beside her. Sleep better, can sleep alone now, no fear being alone. Anxiety much better. Thoughts like why something is happened bad with them are much reduced. Less anxiety before exam, and she is more than 50% in 1 week period. So about calcareas, Vermilion materia medica, fear of death, fear that existence will end, may manifest itself in the form of panic attack, as a fear of graveyards or as a fear to go to sleep, which one should never wake up. Home and family are defense against this fear. Any problem that threatens the stability of the family, health, financial relation will arouse great fear. Even we can also understand this case from the component of calcarea and arsenic. They both have fear of disease, fear of future, anxiety about family. So you can say that calcarea ars, some told that calcarea, some told about arsenic. Case number 6. This is not post-COVID complication, but post-vaccination. I have many patients who have a complaint after vaccination that about body ache, severe body ache. 41-year-old lady presented with urticaria. Here, complication is urticaria on the very next day of vaccination. She had urticarial rashes on her hand initially, which later spread to whole body with great itching and burning. Urticaria, aggravation from perspiration and heat, better by bath with cold water, applying lotion. She could not sleep at night due to this complaint. She took Allegra and Dexona steroid, and I prescribed Apis, urticaria, Cilicia, but not much improvement. And one fine day, the patient called and cried on phone as her complaint had turned unbearable. So I took detailed history. Patient described that she is not able to wear mask, very suffocated feeling, can't wear tight clothes, even the could not tolerate dupatta around neck. Very hot patient, need AC all the time, nausea, vomiting from smell. Remedy, very easy. I think everyone can answer this case, medicine.
Lachesis is coming up.
Okay. Good.
Lachesis, everyone. Lachesis, nausea, lachesis.
Okay. So snake
Most of them.
remedy. Snake
Yeah.
remedy. Okay. I was thinking of lachesis, but I consider it following rubrics: eruption, general, vaccination after in repertory, complete repertory, 7 remedies, all 1 mark remedy: Crotalus horridus, Meledrinum, Measarium, Sarsaparilla, Stumchu, sulfur, and Variolinum. Now, anybody want to change answer?
Thuja, one has written.
Okay.
And Crotalus.
Okay. On this ground, I prescribe
Variolinum.
Crotalus horridus. Post-vaccination eruption, bad effects of vaccination. In boric skin, you can see that post-vaccination eruption, bad effect of vaccination. And on that ground, I prescribe Crotalus horridus, 200 3 pills, morning, evening for 3 days, and cured the urticaria. Post-traumatic stress disorder. This case of lady who consulted me for anxiety after recovering from corona. She contacted me from her home after visited 2 hospitals. She was admitted in ICU in government hospital initially and shared her experience of the hospital atmosphere. So she had very bad experience of the hospital ICU. Almost she stayed there for 25 days and only one patient. She saw only one patient getting better and being shifted to the general ward. Other patient died in front of her. The doctor were not specialist, but were junior doctor. She told that in this ICU, no specialist doctor, only junior doctor were handling the cases. Used to get around some or other patient and work on him for 4 or 5 years. And next day that patient would expire. Patients were given cough syrup at night so they would feel sleepy. Then they were put on BiPAP. This happened with patient also. So patient refused to have cough syrup from next day. उनको डर लगता था कि रात को कोई आके उनको कफ सिरप पिलाएगा और फिर बाइपेप लगा देंगे और मैं मर जाऊंगी. She got nystagmus after being put on BiPAP and was not comfortable. She used to fight with doctors to remove BiPAP. Doctor said that cannot. So she removed BiPAP herself and also showed other patients how to remove it. And from hospital, she had online consultation with psychiatrist. He asked her why can't she sleep at night. She told him why can't he see that during night time doctors work upon a patient and next day the patient dies. So she replied to psychiatrist that about night atmosphere. That's why she woke up for whole night. She felt that when there is no treatment for corona, then doctor should hand over the patient to their family member. Patient used to quarrel even on behalf of other patient also. She did not want to stay at hospital as her saturation was 93-94, but still doctors did not release. It was because of some political influence. She was released from hospital and then she was shifted to another private hospital where patient was not put on BiPAP. She felt that patient could have survived, but it was because of trial and error of the doctor on subjects. I mean patient, they expired. Patient used to fear that doctor would do the same with her. She did not close the door of room or bathroom. If it was closed, then she would start shouting as she thought that she would be trapped inside. Now from home, she was complaining about weakness, palpitation, dream of going out. I asked, what do you want to do now after staying so much time in hospital? I love travel. I want to go abroad, USA. Fear of being alone, sleep disturbed, cough on talking. Medicine, any idea? She had very bad experience in hospital and she blamed doctors and she also fight for other patient also. Any medicine?
Causticum, tuberculinum, phosphorus.
Okay.
They are known as fear of being poisoned. Tuberculinum.
Tuberculinum and phosphorus and causticum because of sympathetic patient. Good.
Yeah.
I considered following elements from fear of fright or fear because many deaths in front of her, fear of being alone, sympathetic to others, injustice, intolerance of, travel desire to, weakness and palpitation. I prescribe causticum. One complication of post-COVID, that's lung fibrosis. Should I continue, Dr. Pradeep?
Yeah, you can for no problem.
Okay.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So most common complication of post-COVID that lung fibrosis, though I don't have any personal experience of treating such patient with homeopathy, but I would like to share some reference from repertory and Materia Medica. In synthesis repertory, chapter chest, rubric fibrosis pulmonary, Madorinum only remedy, 1 mark remedy. And here I want to tell that my teacher, respected Dr. Bhaskar Bhatt, always prescribed Thuja, antipsychotic medicine during the treatment of COVID cases. In Borland homeopathic practice, two types of cases in which to look for the Madorinum. First is patient with a chronic catarrh chest, whether with or without asthmatic attack, and next commonest is the patient with fibrositis. Another remedy is arsenic iodide, chronic catarrhal pneumonia with mucopurulent expectoration, dyspnea, night sweat, chronic pneumonia with abscess in the lungs, hectic fever, acute catarrhal pneumonia with seizures, degeneration, and fibrosis. And one more remedy, that X-ray, fibrosis with great sensitivity to infection. So these are from the reference from Materia Medica, but not my experience. In peak COVID time, many homeopathic medicine popular, especially for oxygen supply. Let us try to understand indication of this remedy. First remedy, that Aspidosperma. Within 2 days, it's disappeared from the market. Shortage created within 2 days. The patient of corona with history of asthma, when the oxygen saturation fall down, Aspidosperma, how it's work? It stimulates the respiratory centers and thus help increase oxygen level. It stimulates the respiratory center. Another medicine, Vanadium, but Vanadium because of the anemia. When there is anemia and oxygen level down, you can think of Vanadium. Coca, as you know, it is a remedy for high altitude with palpitation and sleeplessness, with mental and physical dullness. Many people use Leuroceresus, acts on the heart and lungs. I use weakness after COVID. Post-COVID weakness is very common. Alpha-alpha. This medicine toning up usually we use alpha-alpha for improve appetite or for weight gain. But here, toning up the appetite and digestion resulting in greatly improve mental and physical vigor. It's also improve the mental health also. Avena sativa, mother tincture. Nervous exhaustion from the remedy is rather material doses. Best tonic for debility after exhausting diseases. So best tonic after exhausting disease. China. Debility from exhausting discharge, or we all know that it is remedy for loss of vital fluids. But seldom indicated in the earlier stage of acute disease. Arsenic, as all we know, for the debility, restlessness, night aggravation, even carbovage. Carbo is very good remedy when patient wants fanning because of why low oxygen create, because of the circulation of the blood becomes slow down, which leads to decreased oxygen level. Wants to be fanned, windows open. So it is very good remedy even for hair problem also. Arsenic, where I prescribe arsenic, just I want to share within 1 or 2 minutes. Throat irritation, better by warm water, like have water in sea when small quantity very frequently, with fewer aggravation at the midday, midnight, anxiety, restlessness. Belladonna, because many patients complain about throat pain during this COVID time. And I use this remedy when there is a redness or congestion in the throat with hoarseness, pain in throat, and high grade fever, but thirstlessness. So thirstlessness and redness is very important. irritation, patient become violent during the fever. Justicia, I use this remedy very frequently. Sneezing with hoarseness, loss of smell, cough, because loss of smell, loss of taste is one of the symptoms of corona. But here, I in Materia Medica written that you should use Justicia in beginning stage only, in the first stage of the cold, never in the developed stage. So when beginning symptoms with cough, cold, sneezing, fever, you can use Justicia. Bryonia, as you know, that pain aggravation from the motion and mouth dryness with thirst, increased thirst. Gelsemium, when patient said that not fever exactly, but I feel feverish, low grade fever with body ache, muscles pain, and no thirst. This is the indication of gelsemium. Phosphorus for hoarseness, or you can say cough after the talking with expectoration, acidity, desire for the things, cold things, ice cream, and tart. When there is a paralytic condition of the lungs, there is the mucus collection in the lungs, but patient can't expectorate it because of the paralytic condition of the lungs. So rattling sound is there. Even Merxol, cough, dry at the night and expectoration at the daytime, excessive salivation, perspiration with foul odor, and one more remedy I use very frequently, that antimonium Rs, where there is a combination of tart and entomars with rattling sound just like an entomars. So I finish this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ketan Bhai. It was a wonderful session, and you are actually taken everything, whatever post-COVID complications you have taken, right from the mental derangement or mucormycosis or lung fibrosis. Very wonderful, and we are really this all Materia Medica comparison has given us a good knowledge about implementation of certain medicines on PQRS symptoms, which you have very rightly chosen on that basis. And I really thank you.